started a long time ago when I was previously exhibition manager, and had put a challenge down to Dave and John to build me a layout that a father and son could build straight off with stuff straight from the shelf. They managed to do this, and it was called the Challenge. This one now, Ardson, as they now call it, which is an amalgamation of their two names, is the third challenge layout. They're already talking about a fourth challenge layout, but this one, it's basically built as an ordinary 00 layout, which we happen to run Thomas on at exhibitions.
The other sort of concept of the layouts that we've built, and this one as well, and any that we may build in the future, is that we shouldn't drop the standards of the model railway hobby just because it's a Thomas layout. It is a 00 layout, first and foremost. The fact that for the Preston and District Model Railway Society's exhibitions, we do use our Thomas stock. If it went to any other exhibition, it could use just ordinary proprietary 00 stock off the shelf. So that was one of the aims of building it to a very high standard, which we think is a very high standard. Certainly our own exhibition manager wouldn't have let it go out to the exhibition if it had been of a low standard.
The track is Pico, code set 100. The point motors are a mixture of Pico, Seep and good old-fashioned Hammond and Morgan. The electrics are partial cab control, DC control, using again proprietary controllers. The points are operated with a capacitor discharge unit, and we use switches for point selection with LED indication. Buildings are a mixture of Super Quick, Built Easy, Daypol, Metcalf and a few scratch-built ones. The bridge at the front we're particularly pleased with. I built the bridge with plastic sheeting, and our chairman Les actually finished it off with individual bricks.
Locos are a mixture of proprietary Hornby, and then some of the more, what you might call rarer locos that you haven't seen produced by anybody, we've managed to scratch build ourselves, especially Dave, using a goodness knows, you could call them Heinz 57s. There's that many different bits of different locos in like Donald and Douglas and Bill and Ben. I scratch built Toby from basically just plastic sheeting and a Hornby motor bogie. We've also modified a 9F to represent Murdoch and A4 to represent Spencer. So it's using what is available as well, and just very slightly, even with a coat of paint, changing it from a conventional A4 or 9F into something that we can use for the layout. And the kids do certainly want to see the most latest locos at our exhibition.
We read the Thomas comics, we watch the videos. In most cases, recently, the majority of the locos have genuine prototypes. A very high percentage of our locos are based on the much maligned Hornby chassis and mechanisms.
Looking at it from the kids' point of view, it's stunning. They just stand there and or sit there, totally in a world of their own. They put themselves in the stories. They know all the locals. You try and tell them it's a local with a different name, and oof, woe betide it. They'll be happy.